Boom! There we go, ladies and gents. A little Humpty Dumpty to get the show going today. Let's get this one on the road. Business cards are dead, yo. I mean, let's face it, I haven't had passed out a business card in a long time. Let's see what I'm doing differently. Here we go.
Shut up and sit down.
Is your business in need of customers? Then you found the right show. Hernan Cias is the business bro, and he makes getting customers fun and easy. Watch, listen, and learn as each episode is designed to sell. Welcome to another episode of
Business Bros. All right, ladies and gents, let's do this thing. So just let me introduce myself. My name is Humpty. Dude, this guy, first of all, for those of you who didn't grow up with the Humpty Dumpty, it was a little weird. The dude had a whole little dance going. He had his posse, and then he always had this like fake nose thing on the video. And he stood out, right? He stood out. He made himself a little bit different. His voice was a little off. His raps were cool. He even had Tupac in there for a little while. I mean, dude, it was cool stuff, right? But he stood out. That's the difference. See, for me, the whole business thing is, how do I grab attention? How do I get in front of more people and tell them what it is I do, right? If you're in business, chances are you're thinking the same thing quite often. How do you get in front of more people and tell them what it is you do? I mean, I remember thinking of an idea, right? I have this business concept, this business idea. And of course, I did what a lot of people do, and a lot of people still do, and I even catch myself doing this as well. You start thinking about all the cool stuff that will happen in business, right? You start thinking about, if I can make, one sale here, and then what if I can do 5 per week? And you start kind of tallying things up, and you're like, yes, this is going to be a successful business. Because I don't know about you guys, but like on a spreadsheet, I can make myself look really good in business, especially when you start doing projections and start thinking about things that may or may not happen in the future. And so I remember, coming up with these business ideas and making myself an Excel millionaire. And then I finally convinced myself that this is the next venture I'm going to go on. And so I start working on the things that are absolutely vitally important, right? Like my business name and my logo and the colors that are involved. And then I start coming up with the design, and I spent hours and hours and hours coming up with something that I thought would be great for a business. And in part of that was ordering business cards. And here's the reality of stuff, right? And too many entrepreneurs, including myself, especially early on, fall prey to this part of business where we have this idea, we have this concept in mind, we sell ourselves on it, especially when we start doing projections. We think it's going to be the next big idea. And we jump into some of the tedious things in business that matter absolutely nothing. When in all reality, what we should be doing, right? Rather than coming up with a logo and color scheme and web design, all those things, what we should be doing is testing to see if there even is a market for our idea. Like, we have literally thought of something. We have this vision in our mind. Then we went out and we sold ourselves on it. We told ourselves how we were going to be amazing at it, how people would benefit from this thing, how we would help so many, right? So you sold yourself on it. But have you gone out and talked to anybody about it? Have you gone out and asked anybody, hey, do you think this is a great idea? I'll tell you exactly a scenario that I'm going through in my head right now. So, as you know, we own an insurance agency, right? So I own an insurance agency, and then James and I also have a little San Diego office that we run here as well. And part of what I should be doing, and I haven't been doing, but part of what I should be doing is recruiting insurance agents, right? Feeding that business, essentially. And so in my mind, I'm coming up with things that insurance agents are looking for. And I came up, I have a nice little list, right? I mean, I literally mapped it out, and I know everybody does that, right? We all grab our napkins or something that we have close, and we write down all our ideas, and it looks amazing, and nobody really knows what that chicken scratch says, but I do, right? Because I know I can clearly see my vision. But have you asked the customer? Have you literally gone out, and for me, it'd be insurance agents, right? And I'll tell you. My package is simple. I'm like, we offer a great commission plan. We offer access to personal and commercial lines so they can write, home auto, or they want to do workers' comp, that sort of stuff. We offer full back office support so that all the agent has to do is go out and talk to the client and sell. We are also going to be offering marketing and appointment setting training, right? Because literally what we do on the podcast is talk to business owners every single day. And I have a calendar that is booked out 10 weeks in advance. So we've gotten really good at setting appointments. So marketing, appointment setting, and then a social media team. So I'll teach them and help them create content. And they have a choice really at the end of, do they want to DIY, do it themselves and take all the training and everything we're doing and do it DIY style, or DFY, right? Done for you style. Those are really the two options at the end after I present everything. So before this is my idea, this is my concept. And in my mind, I've already worked through the numbers, right? I'm like, well, if I can recruit, this many for this type of, the DIY one, if I recruit this many for the DFY one, then it'll be this much money per month. Okay. So in my mind, I've sold myself on it. But have I asked the clients yet? Really, that's the next step, right? Luckily, we've done we have a nice database of insurance agents, so it's now time to get out there and ask the question. So before I even start coming up with a color scheme and creating business cards and doing all that, I have to ask the client, is this even an offer that would interest you? And once I get that going, then it's a matter of, let's have a conversation, right? And let me get to the point for today's stuff, because today I'm talking about how business cards are dead. How do I differentiate myself? Like, I got to go out and I got to pitch this to insurance agents. I got to see if what I'm offering is actually a valid thing. So how do I get my message out there? You see, I remember growing up and starting in business, and we would go to, B&I networking meetings, and we'd meet people and we'd shake hands and we'd drop business cards off at the table, and we drop business cards off at different businesses. And hopefully somebody picked it up that was interested, read it, kept my information, and gave me a call. It was a hope and a dream. And if you were a really good networker, you would collect business cards, and then you were diligent about taking those business cards, entering them into your customer management system, and had a follow-up sequence. So something that you can reach out to them. Maybe you wrote them a note or something. But a couple things have happened. Number one, we've reached a very digital age. Handing a business card is just a little awkward. I'm not a very good, diligent person that goes home and puts them into my CRM like I should. So what happens? I kind of put them in my back pocket, then they kind of pile up, and then they end up in the trash. So what can you do different? See, think about the concept of the business card. What are you trying to achieve? You're trying to have people recognize you. That's why a lot of business cards have your picture on them, especially real estate agents, insurance agents. They want to be recognized as the insurance person, or as the loan person, or as the mortgage person. So they have their picture on there, and it has contact information, right? That's really what it is. It's you getting in front of people and telling them more what it is you do. So I've kind of thought about that, and I flipped it. What's really popular today is videos and images. Right? When you're scrolling through TikTok, you're looking at video after video after video. If you're scrolling through Instagram, you're looking at image after image with maybe some videos embedded in there. Facebook, you're looking at images and videos. LinkedIn, you're looking at images and videos. Now, something I've noticed a lot, right, amongst my students, amongst my spouse, and it's something that I don't really do, but I noticed that a lot of people do it, and that got me really thinking. I saw this lady that on TikTok, she scrolls through and she's like, check out this video, and it's funny or questionable or weird or awkward, whatever it is. And her saying was, to the comments, right? And what happens is, when you see something that's controversial, when you see something that's a little bit different, when you see something that grabs your attention, you want to know what other people are saying about it, right? I mean, that's just the natural instinct of things. So a lot of people go straight to the comments and they start reading all these funny comments that are happening. There are a lot of people who see a post that interests them and they go to the comments. So think about that. This is where their line of sight, their visual, their attention is going. It's going to the comments. So I started thinking, why don't I mix things up a bit? Like, I know that the way we built this podcast was a lot of work in the comments, a lot of literally physically commenting on people's stuff and giving my 2 cents and trying to be a little bit different. So I took this strategy to the next level, and I've been doing it for about 3 or 4 weeks now. And really what it is, ready for it? They're just meme comments. So I took a bunch of pictures of myself pointing in different directions, making faces, doing all kinds of cool stuff, right? And I used Canva, which is a phenomenal tool, especially because I have the app on my phone. So I don't need to like Photoshop or do anything crazy. Canva is amazing for those of you who are out there trying to create a brand for yourself. So what I do is I literally, let's see if I can even share my screen. I'll show you some of the ones that I've created here. Let's share a tab here. We'll share, this one right here. So check this out, right? I'll make it full screen here so you can see this whole thing. Like, I literally create things like this. Now, let's start from the beginning. Look at all these. Look at all these created. I created one for New Year's. It's James and I saying Happy New Year. Right? I created another one for Martin Luther King Day. I created another one for Valentine's Day. I created another one for St. Patrick's Day. That one's going to come up here soon. One that says congratulations. Now, these are the ones that I've been using instead of business cards, right? So congratulations. Happy birthday. You're right. Different little sayings. And I set these up so that I can use them instead of me commenting on people's stuff like traditionally, right? Instead of me just saying, hey, that was an amazing picture, or, oh, that was a great job. It's literally a picture of me saying the same exact thing. It takes one extra step because I literally go into Canva. For example, this one right here, right? In Canva, I can just literally go in and change where it says, you're right, to that was an amazing picture, or whatever it is. But I literally am creating these images, and what do they do that's different than everybody else? You see, everybody else is just putting their comments. Mine has a picture, and what I've started to notice is that when I post those pictures, they say congratulations, or you're awesome, or you're amazing, or you're rock, or thank you. But it's pictures of me doing funny stuff like that. All of a sudden, people are beginning to recognize when I post that as a comment, I get a lot of thumbs up and hearts and likes on my comment. That means the attention from the original post for the person who made that original post. First of all, number one, when somebody posts something, they post it because they're hoping to get engagement and interaction. So if you are in business, you better be interacting with the people that you want to do business with on a regular basis. When they post, you comment on their stuff. And if you want to stand out a little more, you start doing things like this. You start sending these little meme cards. It takes a little bit of extra effort, but now not only does the person who maybe you may have met or not met in person, that person who actually made that post, they see your face, they see your brand, and so does everybody else who goes in and comments. I mean, try it. See how amazing it is to just put your message out there. This is the new business card. In my mind, this is the new business card because the interaction is happening in the comment section. The interaction is happening right there on the social media platform. So you should be able to use this. I use it specifically on LinkedIn and on Facebook, right? Because this is where the difference comes in. This is where you begin to set yourself apart from everybody else. How are you supposed to be, for me anyways, how am I supposed to be a marketing agency if they don't see me marketing regularly? I mean, come on, right? How are you supposed to be a realtor if they don't know who you are or what you do? You have to post, yes. But commenting is another way of posting. And if you can use it correctly, you're going to be able to expand your audience. Your other people in the comment section are going to be able to see what you do. Right? So that's strategy number one, by the way. Strategy number one, business cards are dead. I'm not doing business cards very much. I do have some, by the way, especially because I'm a realtor. So if ever I show a house, I leave my business card on the counter because that's, standard practice. But I don't really pass out my business card anymore. I love to connect with you on social media. I want to become part of your sphere. I want to become part of your circle. I want to be a face that you commonly recognize. How do I do that? I take a look at what's going on in your life. I make sure that I comment, and I make sure that you see my face and your friends see my face on a regular basis. Sound a little vain? Maybe, but you're in business, dude. Like literally, social media is nothing more than you on the social media highway, and every single post is like a billboard. Every single one. And the winner in this business space is the one that has the most billboards when you show up the most. Now, here's the cool thing about these social media algorithms. See, what they're looking for is engagement, interaction. So as soon as you start posting on other people's stuff, you start commenting on other people's stuff, especially when you put a meme card like I just showed you as the comment, and other friends and family start liking your stuff, what does the social media platform think? Oh, this guy's interesting. We're going to show his stuff to more of those people. Isn't that what you got into business for? I mean, isn't that why you're doing it? You're in business? Now, if you're just on social media just for fun and you're not in business, then I'm not even having this conversation with you. I'm talking about those of you who are in business, especially in the service industry, and you are not getting your message out there. You're a secret agent. Secret agents have skinny kids. Stop being a secret agent. Get out from behind the phone or behind the camera and be in front of the camera. Start putting yourself out there. Start putting your message out there. That's number one. Okay, number one is the business card. Don't use the business card as much anymore. Yeah, you can drop it off and maybe win some free raffle stuff. But start using those meme cards. Start creating stuff. You can create a free Canva account and start creating your own stuff on a regular basis and comment on people's things regularly. You shouldn't get on social media, pass up a post without leaving a comment, right? At the very least, like the thing. But if you are really in business, you should have your core people that you want to work with, your ideal customers that you want to work with. Identify them, find them on social, leave comments, become part of their life. Because when you see them in person, as you've started to notice what they're doing in their life, maybe they just had a baby, maybe they got married, maybe they went on a retreat, maybe they had a family member pass away, whatever it is, you'll know. And that's what's going to separate you from all these other vendors or all these other personal service people is you're the one they see on a regular basis. So when they think, I need insurance, they're going to think of you. When they think, I need to buy a house, they're going to think of you. There are a lot of other realtors, a lot of other insurance agents out there, but you show up on their feed, you show up in their comments, they know what it is you do because you create little meme cards, they know what your brand is, and they know you show up. That's it. Okay, number two, because this is, to me, this is the bomb strategy right here, right? So first of all, you're grabbing yourself attention. The other thing is video DMs. Dude, I am so in love with video DMs. First of all, they're short. They're like creating a little story, 30 seconds, 15 seconds, whatever it is. But it's you talking to somebody else. And they get to kind of like maybe leave you unread for a little while and then check you out when they're ready to. You see, email open rates, they suck. Mailer open rates, they suck. DM open rates, they're like 60, 70, 80%. People are going to watch the little 15-second, 30-second video of whatever it is you have to say. Why? Because they're freaking curious. If I sent you a video DM, you don't get video DMs. When you get a DM, it's somebody saying, hey, I'm on my way. And they, thumbs, texting, right? Hey, I'm on my way. Hey, make sure you stop at the grocery store. Hey, what's up, man? How you doing? Some people take it a little bit further, right? They do the audio ones. Do the video. Do the video. And at the very least, people are going to see what it is you do. Do it for happy birthday messages and use people's name. Their names are like, dude, when somebody says your name, they're saying your favorite word. Your name is their favorite word. You hear and listen for that thing all the time. So when you send a video DM, don't forget to say their name. Because A, they know it's not just some pre-recorded thing that you spam to everybody. When you say their name, they know they're talking to you. They're like, whoa, wait a minute. Person, oh, okay. What are you talking about? Will they 100% respond? No, I can't guarantee that. But I can guarantee you get more responses when you send a video DM. You're not forcing anything down anybody's throat. They're going to look at it when they're ready. They might respond to you when they're not. Like I use this as a prospecting tool all the time. It's primarily one of my first methods of contact because it gives you an opportunity to see me, first of all. It gives you an opportunity to get a feel for my own energy, my own whatever it is, my mannerisms, the way I talk, what I'm actually asking you about. And when you do respond, you're in a position where you're ready to respond. Now it's time to talk. Right now it's time to have that conversation. You've made that introduction. You've done something custom. You've been living in their comment section for a while, putting meme cards. They know exactly what you're about. Chances are you're sending them a video DM because you have an answer to their problem. You saw a post and you're like, ooh, that's a little risky. You're an insurance agent. You know what? Hey, Carl, I'm just sending you this DM because I saw that you just bought a house. I wanted to make sure that you got the best possible stuff. I know that your house, based on what you said, it looks like it's in a flood zone. So you know what? Let's make sure you guys stuff. Let's review your insurance policy, blah, blah, blah. I'm done. Will he absolutely follow through? Maybe, maybe not. But he knows who you are. Strategy number 1 in marketing, just get in front of more people, tell them what it is you do. Strategy number 2, you're making it personal with the video DM. And then the ultimate thing at the end, the piece de resistance, the cherry on top. When you have somebody who's a prospective client, who you've been working on trying to get, build a relationship. This is what you're doing in their comments. You see something, an opportunity that presents itself, you send a video DM. They're questioning whether they want to work with you. And then you send them a testimonial video. That's the power. Hey, Carl, I know you're thinking about working with me and whatnot. Let me just share with you one of my clients who's in a very similar situation. And he'll tell you how I helped him out. And if you want to talk, I'd love to talk to you soon. Boom. Send the video DM as well. I'm sorry. That was the video DM. Send the testimonial. Dude, appointments like crazy. But it's not automatic, right? We can set it up so that we can do automatic things. But all three of these things are things that you can do for free. Literally, Canva is for free. You can set up these memes and you can set up the artwork ahead of time. So all you have to do is go in and change the wording. Download the picture, boom, you got a comment. You have a couple that are generic. The thank yous, the congratulations, the way to go, the you're amazing. You have them generic, so you have ready to go. Like, literally, these are marketing strategies. And let's make things clear. Marketing versus sales, right? Marketing is a branding play. This is you getting in front of people, telling them what it is you do. They don't even know you exist. This is you building a relationship. This is you going out and building your brand, one person at a time, maybe, or, creating content mass, one to many. But this is what marketing is. Sales is different. Sales is now we're getting them to the finish line. And usually some of these sales opportunities for most service-based businesses come after you've established the relationship, right? Either you're establishing the relationship, or in the version of video testimonials, word of mouth. Somebody else you've already done business with, they had a great experience and they're telling their friends and family. That's a referral. These are free methods that we can use to build our brand, give ourselves, I remember Andy Cruz on the show, give us the 4 things, right? We start off invisible. Nobody knows who we are. We just got our real estate license or our insurance license. We just opened a business over here on the corner of whatever, Main Street and, your house, whatever it is. You're brand new. You are invisible. You need to get out there. You need to get in front of people and tell them what it is you do. This is the first part of marketing. Visibility, right? So you're invisible and now you become visible because you're doing things like showing up in the comments and sending meme pictures and sending video DMs. You went from invisible to visible. And you have to be consistent. You can't be visible for one day, disappear for 2 months, and then hope that somebody else is going to remember that you do business. This is a consistent play. This is the work that you're doing. This is you building a network. This is you building the relationships. That is the consistency. You go from invisible to visible, and if you're consistent, you become credible because they know what you do, because they see you show up on a regular basis. They know what you look like, because your meme cards are showing up on a regular basis. They know your personality type because you're sending them video DMs. They know that you're not doing this for the first time because you're sharing with them video testimonials. Invisible, visible, credible, then we move into profitable, right? That's how it works. If you're in a service-based business, that's usually how it works. I mean, right now I'm focusing a lot of my attention in the car wrap business. It means I talk to people that I have never spoken to in my entire life. And at first I would try to close them on that first deal, on that first call. And it wasn't very easy. Why? Because I have a high ticket item and they have low trust. But we build that rapport. We start off with the conversation. I find out more about what's going on in their business. I send them video DMs on the regular. I comment on their stuff. And then when it's time, when they feel that trust level increase, then they move in. That's when we go for it, right? And along the way, it's not like we're not making the ask. We're still, as marketers, as business owners, we're still using that call to action. But in the meantime, we're nurturing that campaign. We're bringing value, right? We're trying to show them, here are different opportunities. This episode today, business cards are dead. This is one of those strategies that I share with them on a regular basis. Dude, you guys should be talking about the cool cars you do. This is how you create your memes. This is how you create content so that people recognize you, remember you, so that they see what you're doing, they interact with you, and when they're ready to pull the trigger, they know exactly what you do. Give value first. Stop giving business cards. Show up on their social media feed. Marketing is, you need to show up where they are. This is where they are on the social platforms. So just be a little bit different. It might take a little bit extra, right? You might have to set up a couple things like set up your Canva account. You might have to set up a couple things like create a couple pieces of artwork ahead of time. You might have to set up a couple things like have a template in place so you can type in the comments. But it will make you stand out from everybody else, right? Everybody else, maybe is putting comments. Maybe they look up the GIF files and they put little GIF files of, other people doing funny things or saying funny things. You can be that GIF. You can be the one that grabs attention if you're willing to do it. So that's it. Those are the free strategies for today. Business cards are dead, but you can still present yourself like a business card. Make yourself a walking billboard and post in the comments. Comment on people's stuff using images. It's going to make a big difference. Number 2, use video DMs. Find yourself having a conversation using video DMs. The open rate is much higher. People will understand you specifically and things won't get mixed up. And, did I put a comma in the right spot? They'll know exactly what you're saying because you're literally saying it. They'll know your personality type. And then number 3, use video testimonials. You should be getting them from your customers anyway. And if you don't get them from your customers and you need help with that, you can always go to our website. Just go to businessbros.biz, scrolling across the bottom. We can help you with your Facebook ads. We can help you with your content creation. We can help you with the video testimonials. And at the very least, if you're an entrepreneur, you need to hop on the program. You can schedule your appointment right there at businessbros.biz to get on the show. All right? Marketing 101. Get in front of people. Tell them what it is you do. Where do you find the people? You already know where they are. They're on social media. How do you stand out? You do things a little bit different. Use your own meme card instead of your business card. Use video DMs and use testimonials. It's work, but it works. All right, ladies and gents, we'll see you guys again mañana. Peace. And we're out.
Thanks for watching The Business Bros. If you're ready to get more clients and want to work with the Business Bro, visit our website, www.businessbros.biz, and click on the Need More Customers button, or learn how to generate more referrals with our video testimonial packages. Go to www.businessbros.biz.